Uh-oh, folks, Bill Gates is in the White House again talking to Trump, and I'm going to tell you why that actually matters. So according to reports, Bill Gates met with Trump at the White House to talk about the importance of U.S. global health programs and research, and Gates said they had quite an intriguing dinner. Now, most people would say, well, it's just a meeting, it doesn't really mean anything, until you see the evidence of what happened when they met in Trump's first term. Similar thing, the press reported on it, and Bill Gates said Trump is super interested in a universal flu vaccine. This was in 2018. He also said that Trump offered him a White House position, which he declined, and I've never seen a single journalist ask the question to Trump, did you try to hire Bill Gates to the White House? Because if a journalist and a reporter actually asked that question, it would break the fake left-right paradigm, which they designed to keep you running in circles like animals. But anyway, did this meeting go nowhere? Well, it doesn't really seem like it, because 6 months before the lockdown in 2019 September, Donald Trump passed an executive order modernizing influenza vaccines in the United States to promote national security and public health. If you read the executive order, it establishes a national influenza vaccine task force. Remember the name task force during the lockdown? It said that the order direct actions to reduce the United States' reliance on egg-based influenza vaccine production, to expand domestic capacity of alternative methods that allow more agile and rapid responses to emerging viruses. And it brought together the Department of Defense, the Department of Justice, the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Veteran Affairs, the Department of Homeland Security, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the CDC, the NIH, and gave them powers to expand it even further. So when Trump recently said that Operation Warp Speed was a huge success and it was basically a military operation, isn't it interesting that similar language was in a 2019 executive order that just so happened to match what Bill Gates said they talked about in a 2018 meeting? But unfortunately, on the right, we don't have a lot of journalists and news analysts. We have a lot of professional butt sniffers, coattail riders, and desperate man babies who would probably lick dirt off Donald Trump's shoes in order to get an invite to a Mar-a-Lago Christmas meeting. So while Trump is meeting with Bill Gates, he's posting stuff like this on his Instagram. Trump was right about everything, in order to brainwash his base into complete submission. It's hard to talk about this stuff because people on the left who hate Trump, they haven't made sense in 10 years and they don't seem to do any actual good reporting. They just cry and make weird talking points. And then on the right, it seems like there's millions of people who think that he's actually fixing and saving the country, when in reality, although he is doing some good stuff, he's constantly showing his true colors as a false opposition Judas Goat, who nobody on his side ever challenges with any sort of meaningful reporting. Now, a lot of people will point to the connections that Bill Gates and Donald Trump have to Jeffrey Epstein, but I'm sure that's besides the point. Let me know what you think in the comment section. God bless you, have a good day, and share this video. Try to wake somebody up.